out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for calling yourself crypto lifers and jumping on into the live stream. Thank you for being here on this Monday morning as we still take gains out of the market. If you're in my trading group, we still made gains last night. Unbelievable. I want to talk about what we went over in the trading group last night and throughout the day. It was a Sunday. I was working extremely hard on a Sunday, 12-hour Sundays, banging on them for the team, for the group, to make sure nobody was missed out, make sure nobody missed a gain, working 24/7s, baby. It feels like it in my group. Shout out to everybody here. Look, we posted a short here. That's not the best thing, but we'll show the short that we posted yesterday. So you can just see what it's like to be in my trading group. Even when the market is dismal and horrible, you can see what's going on. Look at all the work we put in yesterday. And we have a bunch of stuff there. You're seeing it. Look, on Marshall, we posted yesterday. Highly likely to break to the upside. We're going to take a look at that in a second. We're going to show you what happened to on Marshall. We're going to break that down in a second. Here's the setup, beautifully pinned. And you can see this is my trading style. 1 hour had to come back down or possibly go sideways, and then boom, 4 hours looking absolutely scrumptious for on Marshall. 8coin banging on him. We talked about 8coin. We took gains. It did not matter the market. And I'm just trying to find the BTC short here. Could have been put up. There it is. There's the BTC short. Perfectly placed there at 9 p.m. last night. Possible short for Bitcoin. And it's retesting on the 7-minute. We were talking about this. Highly likely to go up to the target here. Bang, bang, bang. Let's talk about it. So I like to go over the results that I talked about yesterday. Hold myself accountable right when I start. Let me actually share the screen so you can see what I'm showing you. So I don't actually So look, if you're in the trading group here, I'm in the Discord. And I'm just clicking links on the Discord here. Right here. Bitcoin 3S short posted at 9:01 p.m. in the Discord. Proof. Living proof that if you were in the trading group, you would have been privy to the information you needed to understand the market the best. You would have been educated to understand what's happening in the market. Also, we're into Volt Inu early. Volt Inu banging on them as well. Taking gains out of the market every single day, no matter where it goes. Sideways, up or down, we're going to find a coin that's going to produce a gain. Why? Because I'm going to search hundreds of coins until I find the setup that fits. And I have a beautiful trading style that's able to condense price action into a trap. And if price action decides to fit into my trap, it's likely to go to the upside. This is the kind of system that I created. I hope you're excited for this. Jump on in every single day. I haven't taken a day off in 450 some odd days. Who knows? It's hard to even keep track anymore. Absolutely insane. Let's take a look here though. Episode 454, Flexall 454. Ridiculous. That's actually in the background. Take that down. Anyway. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. How is everybody doing today? How are you all feeling? How are you doing? Let me get, are you mentally beat down by the market? Are you emotionally drained? Do you believe good things are coming? Where is your mental sentiment? How do you feel? Let me know, everybody. How do you feel today? How do you feel about the market? How do you feel about yourself? I'm going to break down some teaching tools too. Also, I swear I'm like a life coach in my trading group because I got out of the 9 to 5. I was able to quit the, pervasive financial stress that they put me under. I was able to break through and live my dream. Now I work in a way that I love. This is my passion. If you work your passion, you never feel like you're working a day in your life. It's still hard. The knees still hurt when I stand for hours. My feet still ache sometimes when I'm at my standing desk, but at the same time, it's what I love to do. So trying to stay positive, but glad to be here. Okay. Feeling amazing. Moving with good grace and good intent. Okay. I'm great. How are you? I love it. Rainier, my man. Sam, today is a new day. And my friend, I am a new man today. So blessed. Shout out to Roddy Robinson. Ready to start anew. Get it going, man. I love you. And don't worry about the stresses in your life. They're only there to make you stronger. All stresses in your life are only there to make you stronger. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 335 views already. 161 likes. 95 likes. 161 viewers. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. It would be the nicest thing you ever did in your life. Looking at Fort Knoxter, it's sitting at the zone. Can it bottom? It's in the Morpheus fractal. Now that we've identified the Morpheus fractal, I want to see how many coins break out of the Morpheus fractal. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin short real quick. See where it stands, see what's happened. Shout out to anyone that took the short in my trading group. We shorted all weekend long. It was kind of sad. I don't like shorting the most favorite asset in the world, the most scarce asset in the world. But look, it went right to my target and got rejected. Measured move, baby. Measured move right to the measured move. Gain of 12.48%, 13.5% in totality. This might have shifted slightly. But look at that. I mean, we bought the bottom of the pattern. Stochastics were low. 21-day moving average. Everything that I teach, even on a correlated derivative asset. And this thing went right to the exact target. And I don't call shorts on Bitcoin unless I have to. So when you see me shorting Bitcoin, it's like obvious. It's kind of like, to me, it's like obvious to short the market, because when I short Bitcoin, you know, I love it more than anything in this world besides my wife and kids and you guys. It's the fourth love of my life. So, you know, when I'm shorting Bitcoin, it's got to tell you something's brewing. Something's going down, and it's probably likely I'm going to hit the short. All right, and we did. We hit it there, we hit it there. We hit 3 shorts in a row. We hit this one. I don't know if you remember, but I was drawing this falling wedge before anybody else mentioned that we could predict to the upside. We did, right? Then I drew this flag. We nailed that. Then I drew this sideways flag, and then I kept saying, watch the short, watch the short, watch the short, watch the short, and then bang. So I tried to make it so it was just like impossible to miss. I went over it over and over again. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I show up every single day, no days off, baby, ready to push forward at the speed of light. I love you all. Love is the answer. Love is the highest, most strongest frequency in the earth. If you're not combining love into your life, then you're missing out on the greatest adventures, the greatest feelings, the greatest possibilities that life has to offer. We talked about the short. I drew this flag, suggested it would come right here to my sweet spot. I circled it. I showed you this. It went exactly to my target at 38,371. I trade like a bot. I know how the bots trade. I can see how the algorithms see all their measured moves. The algorithm took this exact measured move and traded it. It's pretty simple, okay? That's how I got to this place right here. And then if I looked left and I saw my previous resistance point, bounce, bounce, and that's why that would be the area to take profits. It's quite easy. It's quite easy. You know, speaking truth, I feel you. Good to know, Grace Protocol. Shout out to all the moderators in the spot. I made a lot of people moderators. Scotty Swing, Anku Kutibutu, East Jordan, Grace Protocol, Stack McChange, Rodney Robinson, the real dad bod. We love you. Rainier, my man. Everyone that supports me. Wen Dizzle, Grace, David Kendall. I love you all. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of my moderators. Always there for me. Always holding me down. Always keeping it real. And we don't got Zero today. He might be busy with the... Oh, there he is at the beginning there. Zero. Good morning, peeps. Shout out to Zero. Jim Caulfield. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Where is everybody? Shout out where you are right now in the world. Let me know where you're at in the world. Let me know what time it is where you're at and where you're at. Right now, for me, it's 10:20 a.m. I'm in Boston, Mass. You could do the same thing. Let me know where you're at and what time it is. Michael Saylor pulling a Ben Phillips. We're going to talk about Michael Saylor right now. I'm going to give you my idea about it. You know what I'm saying? Share the love. Ireland. What time is it out there in Ireland, though? I want to know what time it is where you're at. I want to know what time it is. Yeah, there he goes. Japan, 11:20. Cape Town, 16:20. And look, I'm going to put the lemon into the water, everybody. The lemon. Don't forget, the lemon water is the reason I'm able to do what I do every single day. It had unlocked my pineal gland from the decalcification brought on by fluoride, and my mind was able to explode and expand. And I mean, then I was able to create my own business, follow my dreams, and unlock my subconscious mind. And once you do that, anything is possible. You basically, like my man said, you uncode the Da Vinci Code. Australia, 4:20, 10:20, and coming from New York, baby. Princeton, 10:17, 15:20 in England. Belgium and Thailand, 16:20 Amsterdam, 8:20, 10:20 in New Hampshire. My man, I'd love to. Can I come visit you in New Hampshire, man? HPR, man. Can you send us some pictures of where you're at? And I would love to come visit you. I want to buy some property in New Hampshire. Would like to be introduced by someone that actually lives there and give me kind of the skinny on what's going down. Columbia, 9:20 a.m. Pittsburgh, 10:20 a.m. Dustin Hall, all the way from Pittsburgh. Santa Barbara, California, 7:20. Ooh, waking up early for us. I appreciate you. 3:20 in Devon, UK. Wow, look at that. 12 a.m. in Melbourne. Hello from Berlin. 9:20 from northern Minnesota. Detroit, Michigan. 9:20, 7 a.m. in Vancouver. I love all you people waking up at 7 a.m. for the kid. So amazing. Philippines, 10:20. Shout out to Sean Aaron. We love you, Sean. Thank you for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live. I will catch up to y'all. The only Mario. Vegas is full. Andrew Fitzsimmons. Waiting for the real estate crash soon to buy. Exactly. Sam, I want that glass for my lemon water. Where did you buy it? I want to start making them and sending them out. I got them at Michael's, though. I got this glass at Michael's, and I actually have the stickers. They're in limited order, but I do have some of the stickers. I have bigger ones, too. Doing damage stickers. They're vinyl stickers. I've had this sticker on for 6 months. It came off at one point. I stuck it back on a bunch of times, and then it came back on. Like, this has also been through the dishwasher, and the sticker hasn't left. The Doing Damage mug. I got to start making the NFTs. I'm slipping right now on getting that done. I'm slipping right now on getting it done. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. We talked about, okay, we went through all the wins that we made, and they weren't amazing. There might have been some other ones too, but the main ones were MARSHALE and the short for Bitcoin. Hey, it was hard trading. Pulling out gains is not easy when the market is iffy. But you know what? As long as we maintain focus, we're able to see what is going down. So right now, this is what's called a bearish retest. You fall out of a bigger pattern. So look. So like hands down, this was the trend. This was a daily trend. All right, daily trends are important. And we broke the daily trend line. Period. Like you can't, like don't try to lie to yourself right now. Don't try to like tell yourself it's okay. Like right now, that's bearish. And if you don't understand that, you're missing out on money. Like we had to short the market yesterday because that's what the market gave us. I talked about this being an M pattern. Look at this. This is an M. M's break down when you have an M. All right. What is this nonsense? Nothing to do. Look, again, they threw a 20s pop song in there in my house mix. Don't understand. You got two things going. Wonder, this is a bear flag, bear rectangle right off the bat, right? Right off the bat. That's a bear rectangle on the daily time frame. Measured move could take you all the way down here to 35,600. I'd have some limit orders in these areas. We could make a giant double bottom. Just because we broke this trend doesn't mean it's over, but it does mean it's likely we're getting rejected, and I could see some more downside. The daily still has momentum to the downside. I'll tell you what, I've been down here. The daily's made a little move and then done this, and just this alone right here in the stochastic. See that move right there? I've seen this happen to price. So you can still see a big nasty dump here. Don't think you're out of the water just because you're getting towards the dotted line. This is a momentum indicator. When you get down here, the momentum is even stronger. So you're kind of moving. Heavy movement up here. Look, you can even see it demonstrated by this. Once you're above the dotted line, look at this move here on the stochastics. It gave you that giant, massive move in Bitcoin. See that? Now, this move was a longer move, but it gave you less price action movement on the price action. So what I'm trying to teach you right now is that the magnanimous, the insane, the volatile, the heavy movement can come once you cross the dotted line on both ends of the spectrum. This is hard for beginners to understand because I also teach to get out of the trade when you're up here, but there could be way more coming, and also teach that we could be at the end of the rally. You know why? Because it's the probability. If we circled most times, we got below the dotted line, that was the end of the pain. Below the dotted line, end of the pain. But look, nasty wick still, right? But again, all 3 times in a row, it was the end of the pain 4 times in a row. So that's 4 for 4, right? Even here, it was the end of the pain. We did come back up. Then we would roll over. But that's my trading style when I teach you when we don't break previous resistance and your stochastics roll over, it's time to short the sucker. It's a very easy strategy to play any market in the world. I don't understand why nobody else teaches it. To me, it makes complete sense, and I've been really drilling it home for my trading group. My trading group is getting very educated, extremely exceptional. I love it. Look, I'm going through the comments here, and I see Philippe in my trading group. He's been in my trading group for dang near a year now. And what he said is, I saw the update yesterday, and I shorted the market, and I'm in heavy profits right now. Thank you, Lifer, my man. And thank yourself. You figured out. I just showed you the way, and then you made the trade. I didn't make no trade for you. I didn't do anything for you, right? I may have just substantiated your confidence, kind of held you down, gave you that extra sauce. But you made the move, Philippe. You took the jump. You made it. That's on you. Those gains are yours. They aren't mine. The stage is in the middle of the Bellagio fountains. So cool. Andrew Fitzsimmons, we love you. The NFL draft here starts Thursday. Oh, that's going to be fun. Beginner's course booked for tomorrow night. Can't wait. Oh, that's so awesome. Tomorrow we do have a beginner's course where I will teach you my special sauce. If you want to jump on in, let me just show you real quick. And yes, I do promote myself. If you have a problem with that, I'm sorry. But I do promote myself. Some people have an issue with it. I don't know why. I live off myself, so I have to promote myself, right? It makes sense. I am the product that I have to sell every day. So look, we do have this awesome course here. It's amazing. It's a beginner's course in cryptocurrency. Jump on in. You can sign up today. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com to get in. It's a 2-hour beginner's course from 3 to 5 tomorrow. Every Tuesday from 3 to 5 Eastern time. Jump on in there. That's New York City time if you need it, right? And then the first of every month, we also offer a MetaMask course. It's a DeFi course teaching you how to use passive income, get staked, get your money, get going, get excited. get into DeFi today. So that's definitely something you want to check out. The MetaMask course will blow your mind. It's the first Friday of every month coming up this May, just a couple weeks from now. Email Crypto Lifers to jump in. There's also a link, an automated link where you could just hit the link below the video here. Look at this. Tutoring and consulting. Tutoring right here. Right? Tutoring, consulting, time zone. Hit that link right there. Bang. It takes you to the links to sign up. You pay in PayPal immediately. Sends you a link to your Zoom. You're ready to go. Right? If you want a one-on-one, they are $500 an hour. I know that's absurd, but if you want a one-on-one, they are $500 an hour. If you want to sit with me one-on-one, you probably will make that money back easily by sitting with me for an hour. But again, most people would gawk at that, and I understand. But it's to save myself time. All right? You'd be surprised. Some people still actually show up for the one-on-one. You know, some people are worth way more than me. They're multimillionaires. They don't care about $500 an hour. That's like chump change to them. They want to know what I know, and they don't care how much it costs, so they pay. And that's basically who that's for. You know, the person that wants to get it in and does not seem to care. So anyway, sorry about that. Let's move on. So look, here's a falling wedge, right? Falling wedge should break to the downside. We suggested that it was going to come down here. It did, and then it bounced away. So this is what I drew last night. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, we got a falling wedge here. And I said price action is likely to drop and come down here to the falling wedge, either bounce off this resistance or bounce here off the lower trend line. So right now, Bitcoin is in a precarious situation. It's overbought again on the 1 hour time frame. It's trying to make a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder desperately, but it can't seem to get, it basically needs to get back above 39K. If Bitcoin can't get above 39K, that's going to be its big resistance here. So what am I seeing for Bitcoin? Well, if we break it down on this little time frame, look at this. We see another rising wedge forming here, don't we? Rising wedges are bearish. Should we just keep rising wedging ourselves to the downside? And so this is highly likely to dump even more. I basically would stay in the short. Really no reason to close the short, unless you wanted to take profits. You do whatever makes you happy. I personally keep the short open, raise the stop to break even, and see how much more I can get out of the juice. This is likely to occur. Sorry to say, it's likely we're going to see more downside for Bitcoin here. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. Saving graces, this is a shoulder, a head, another shoulder, and then we can break on up to the upside. All right. That's what we're looking for. But right there, overbought on the 1 hour, says that we could easily get a drop to the downside, and we're in a rising wedge that could break down. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. It's time for you to level up and join the Lifer Army. Link to join us under the video right now. Ditch the MetaMask ad, please. Ditch the Oh, I still have the chart up. Sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Send in the super chats for TA and deep dives. Looks like the rising channel, daily channel, says 37.8 is the price to watch. The MetaMask ad is covered. Yeah. You guys are funny. Bitcoin trying to pamp. Yeah, it just broke 39K, but again, that's just the 15-minute soaring, right? Look where the 15-minute is. If the 15 minutes spent, fine, you might get a... Now, there's a chance we get a push out. Let's see if the 15-minute can jack us out of this, but it's unlikely. Well, let's see. And even if they do push us out, they're probably just messing with leverage traders that don't understand how to trade. Like, if they push this out, but this would be great. If we could reclaim 39K, then I'll take it. I'll take it. Like, we just got back above 39,000. That's very important. But again, it's more likely that we're at the top of this trend and we're going to head down here, go sideways, and then boom to the downside. It's very, very likely. Jump on into the Discord today. You can jump on in and pay with the MITX app right away. It's better if you use Discord than Patreon. Patreon takes a lot of money from creators. Patreon does take a lot of money from the creators. It kind of gouges creators a little bit. So you help me out so much more if you use the MITX app right below my video. Helps out so much more if you use this app right here. Look, Discord, and join the free server. And then you can pay the MITX app and jump on in, right? I would also start using 3 commas. Guys, I have awesome referral links. I do get commission from these links. They all help the channel in some way, shape, or form. Jump on in today. I have a horrible article I want to break down in a second once we go over some more world market issues. But right now, I believe Bitcoin is highly likely to break down. Right now, it is breaking up. So let's see. Can it break through this trend? This is a rising wedge. When rising wedges break up, they break up parabolically. So this would be beautiful if Bitcoin can keep moving. Let's look at the 7-minute. Does it have legs? 7-minute has legs. So look at that. So you know what? Whatever time frame's on has to be spent. So let me delete this work down here. So look, the 7-minute pointing to the upside, highly likely to continue to the upside here. That's actually a good sign. Can Bitcoin get above these regions? This is your resistance zones that are very important to get above. Can you get back above 40K? That would be insane. Bitcoin on a little bit of a pump here to the upside. They're probably wrecking the shorts right now. Short squeeze. How can you tell if it's a short squeeze? Well, if you were in my trading group on my Discord, we have awesome bots ready for you, teaching you, giving you information. So if you go right here to the announcement, so no, where is it? Where do we have it here? Yeah, all AI alerts, right? We got AI alerts for you. We got whale alerts. We got whalebot wreck. Let's take a look here. And look, liquidated short on Bitcoin at 40,600, 123,000. Liquidated short on Bitcoin at 40,100. And you're like, wait, but Bitcoin's at 39,000. Yes, but they get higher on BitMEX. You know, the liquidations and the prices of Bitcoin are different on the derivatives than they are on actual Bitcoin. Theta getting shorted at 328. I like Theta. Big, I tweeted something out. Follow me at Twitter today. But look at, I like this. This is hilarious. But Theta, nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see. Just keep moving. Renata Worldwide with the Hilton. Theta with a giant ad against the Renata. Beautiful, beautiful. I believe that's in Las Vegas. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, I mean, nothing to see here, folks. Just a giant ad for Theta in one of the world's most entertainment cities of the world. Nothing to see here at all. I don't know about that, right? It's funny. So, highly likely this is a reject. This becomes a wick. They're liquidating the shorts, but let's see how high we go. I'm still betting that this is just kind of going to and then dip back down, and then this will dip down. The 1 hour is a way stronger time frame, and we're seeing that the 1 hour does want to bring us to the downside. So that's just something you have to heed and watch. So there's my prediction for Bitcoin. I'm sticking to it. That's going to hold us for basically the 7 minute is going to take us to the next 30 to 40 minutes, maybe a little less. Then when that gets rejected, we're going to be overbought on the 15, overbought on the 1 hour, and it's likely we're going to make a move to the downside. But what's positive? What is there good to say? Well, the 4 hour just broke to the upside. That could complete and continue to the upside. So can the 7 minute get us above? So you're like, wait, you just told us three things. No, but it's all about smaller time frames and support and resistance. If the smaller time frame can get us above back to 40K, then we have like something to stand on. If not, then we're headed back to the downside. It's pretty simple, okay? So yeah, the 4 hour did have a small pump, agreed. And the 4 hour stochastics wanted to turn back up, and you had some bullish divergence on the 4 hour stochastics there. Sharp swing to the downside, but this was flat, or a little more to the downside, but it's not as downside as this, Yeah, false move Monday, exactly. They do it almost all the time, every single Monday. We're pretty used to it at this point. False move Monday for sure. So highly likely we end up coming to the downside based on the 1 hour. So we're going to watch the 1 hour, and it's likely that we do end up down here somewhere in the 37,000 region. However, I'm not guaranteeing that. Resorts World is new. Has to be one of the biggest properties in Las Vegas. Andrew Fitzsimmons, you're the man, dude. False move Monday, yep. Shout out to Anku Kutsibutsu. Real deal education being handed over here. Take notes, peeps. QQQ and NASDAQ gone positive. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ, and let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Let's pop into the show. I'm a dynamite. I like that. I'm a dynamite. Okay. The Dow down 200 points, but did just try to bounce here. Look at the 1 hour. The 1 hour is spent on the Dow. Has to get pushed back to the upside here. Has to. Also, look at this. This is kind of nuts. I try to hold all my old work, but I know it gets messy, and then I have all my support and resistance lines. So at times I try to rebuild again for everyone who's just watching. So I've got the Dow in this channel. I don't know anyone else that has the Dow in this channel but me, right? Someone else probably does, but I don't really watch any other traders. I dabble on Jordan Cameron here and there at night because he reminds me of, he's a Boston guy and he does TA. And I watch a little bit of Mitch Ray when I can. And before I go to bed, if I catch Crown at like 1 or 2 in the morning, if I'm up, I catch some Crown. And then every once in a while, and I now watch Crypto Love. You know what I'm saying? And that's really about, and then I watch BitBoy because I like BitBoy's channel because I'm on it. So like I like to watch around the blockchain. And, I'm part of the show in a way, so I feel connected to the channel, so I watch the channel, I can't believe I'm saying that. I remember when I used to watch all these other YouTubers on BitBoy, and I'll be honest with you, I used to be like, man, I should be on there. Like, I used to get really sour. I'd watch someone do TA on there, and I'd be like, that was just horrible TA. Like, I would be like, and I'm sure people say the same. I mean, they criticize everybody. But I would watch other traders. I'd just be like, come on now. I got to be on there. Like, if this is what they're doing, I got to be on there. What's sad is, look, shoulder, head, and shoulder. And then I got that email. I'll never forget getting that email. And I was like, wow. Like they recognized the kid, you know? And then I remember being on the first day. I'll be honest to everyone. I'm going to say something. You can make fun of me. But I went in. I sweated so much because I was nervous during the show. All right? I sweated so much because I was nervous on there. And then what happened was, I was like covered. When the show ended, my palms were wet. I was just like, I couldn't believe it. Like, I just couldn't believe I'd been on the show. And I went and took a shower. And I cried in the shower for like 6 minutes. Tears of just complete joy. I was like, this is going to change my life. I said, this is going to change the channel. I said, this is going to help my life in such a big way. And I was like, wow, like something really big has happened. Like, I was like, something big has happened into your life, man. I was like, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy, man. We always knew you would be there someday. Knees weak, arms were heavy. Bob Spaghetti. Hey, man. You had to rise to the occasion. You know, it was such a moment because I realized, what if I made a mistake? What if I did something silly? What if I didn't do it right? And everybody looked at me funny. Everybody wants to be accepted in this world. Everybody wants to feel loved. Anyone who says not is lying. Like, because feeling accepted, feeling loved, feeling part of a family, that's why we have the Crypto Lifers, because we all feel like we're part of something we created together. Your energy, my energy, Rodney's energy, Holy Fans, Khan's work, all of us come together. We all knew you would be there someday. You're the man, Khans. I love you, man. I love Bit Squad and everyone here for BitBoy. But this is the real deal here, man. I love you, man. And that's how I met you, man. Bless. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Hey, I met Bart Simpson yesterday at Universal. That's awesome, man. So this is what I see for the Dow. If the Dow can hold this bottom trend line, we're okay. Like, we're okay. And we're not that bearish. And we actually might get a bounce off 33,500. The 1 hour wants to bounce. It's suggesting that we're going to bounce. I wouldn't be surprised if we ended the day up, or at least around, like, only down 100 points. So I'm predicting that the day is going to shift for us for the Dow Jones. And we're going to get a move back to the upside here. I'm predicting that while the whole world is bearish, I'm predicting we're going to get a bounce for the Dow. How good, I don't know. But let's see if we can get the bounce. We're going to watch here for the 4 hour to load. Taking a second here. TradingView, come on, baby. Come on, TradingView. It's like years of not. But look, the 4 hour is finally up, and I'm suggesting the 4 hour could bounce back to the upside too. Look at that. Just like Bitcoin's 4 hour just gave us a couple of 8 hour punch. Looks like we might get a pump up here. So just something to think about. The daily is also oversold. Okay. Coming back down for a double bottom. And I keep showing the 2 week on the Dow, which no one talks about. And yes, it's down here. But the last few times we've been down here on the 2 week chart, let me just show you some special sauce here. So while everyone else is freaking out, we are just calmly looking at the facts here. We had the pandemic dump right there. That was the Dow Jones down here. 2 week chart got a very extended, huge pump. Now the 2 week chart has been down. Ready for another move. Even the MACD suggesting lack of bear, like it could have been way worse. That, you know, just saying. And look, the 2 week was low here. That was a buy. The 2 week was low here. That was a buy. The 2 week was low down here below the dotted line. That was pretty close to your bottom. So whenever the 2 week chart has been below the dotted line, it's been a gimme time to get in. So while everyone's freaking out, the rich are probably piling in. And you got to do whatever makes you happy. And I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. But what I do, what I base my behavior on is these interpretations of the chart. Okay? So I'm just pointing out that the Dow Jones may get a reversal and people may change their tune here. And I may be one of the first people to actually say it, but we'll see. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed, but I do have market structure here. And if this market structure holds, we could break up and end up back to a $40,500 Dow. So it's not all bearish, everybody. Calm down, hold your horses, right? Let's see if we get the reversal. 15-minute even wants to bounce back to the upside. So every single time frame is suggesting a bounce. So that also suggests that Bitcoin may get a bounce too as well. So we'll be watching the Dow for that move. All right. Total market cap of all of cryptocurrency. We talked about how it couldn't break below 1.75 trillion, how it would have been a really bad move, right? Look at this. A shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder. It did break the neckline. It has a bigger measured move here. Let's see if we can get to the measured move of the inverted head and shoulder. If you're new, Let me draw you the inverted. That's why I always do it. I put in that extra effort. Kind of wanted to skip the draw and just be like, you guys got it. But I'll be, I'll be thorough. Like, remember in The Big Lebowski? Thorough. So 1.8 trillion would be the measured move. If you want to open your pineal gland permanently in one day and grind up to 5 Hawaiian baby woodrow seeds and eat them. Caution, contains lysergic acetamide, man. Amazing. You're the man, lifer. Sam, hope you and the family had an awesome weekend, man. We thought about you guys all weekend. You look rested and refreshed, bro. Thank you. I've slept like a nice 9-10 hours every night. Ready to go. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. I feel good. I feel amazing. I feel ready to take the world by storm. Don't want to be too big. I like it when I'm smaller, right? And I'm in this little pocket here so you can actually see the price action. I actually like this little pocket that I found myself inside the charts here. I'm in there. I'm in the charts, baby. I'm in the charts. It also makes the screen look bigger when I'm smaller, which makes it look more magnanimous and like we're in like some type of big thing, So I like it. I like it. So look at here. We're at resistance now. I want to see us break back above my bar here. 1.81 trillion. I really do. However, this is an M that did dump. Can we break back? Can this be a shoulder ahead? And can we break back up? Also, it's a falling wedge in the daily time frame. I know I got a lot going on here. But look, that's a falling wedge in the daily. The falling wedge should break back to the upside 68% of the time on the daily time frame. And the daily wants to reset for the total market cap. So it could have been worse. We've been pounded for the last 2-3 weeks ever since we got rejected here by $2.1 trillion. But we're still holding we're still holding this trend line on the daily. So everyone's saying we broke trend line on Bitcoin, but there's a chance that we're actually holding trend line on the total market cap, which I don't see many channels talk about. This is all the altcoins, and they're sitting in precarity in this tight channel as well. And they're in the Morpheus fractal. Remember, there's your shoulder, there's the wider head and the right shoulder, the Morpheus fractal. Why are we saying that? Because Morpheus is broken out of this precarious pattern that we're now seeing almost a lot of altcoins follow through on. And if that's the case, we may see the beginnings of a move back to the upside here. The daily showing signs of life here. Could we get a reversal? And honestly, we could do a bearish retest and dump to the downside. Both things are possible. I'm not telling you I know what's going to happen. I'm just showing you that this bounce. And if this trend line holds, then we're good to go. Also, this trend line is a bigger deal than you realize. Look at it. It's held for a while. We bounce there. So let's see what can happen. Also, what I keep bringing up and nobody else really talks about, and it's also on the total market cap for all of cryptocurrencies and all of the altcoins, is swing up to swing up and swing down to swing down. That is hidden bullish divergence. It tells us that the trend will continue to the upside. With low stochastics, they go hand in hand. So pretty interesting. However, we don't want to see the market break this $680 trillion. It breaks 680. We're going back to 593. It breaks 593. We're going to 511. So I gave you the levels to watch, and this is total 3. All of the altcoins. This is the market cap of every single altcoin, okay, put together. So definitely something you want to see. I've also seen this before. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Inverted head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI on the weekly chart. Weekly is actually ready to probably for a move back up. This is quite interesting. Looking somewhat bullish here on the total market cap of all of the altcoins. So, we're bleeding out right now, but the fear is in the air. The fear is in the air. And again, you got to use the fear to grind. You got to fear. You've noticed the last few days, I haven't been buying Bitcoin. I stopped buying. I believe the prices could get better. Prices could be getting better. But, today's actually a pretty good day, I believe, to jump on in. I think I'm going to take a nibble. Just a nibble. Just a nibble. Like a $500 nibble here for BTC. See how much I have left in the kitty. I just keep leaving enough in the kitty to go in. I left a bunch of BUSD here waiting. Says I got no BUSD. Hold on, might be the wrong. Let me see. I got no BUSD. Shenanigans. I got BUSD. I know I do. There it is. Yeah, I have $5,000 waiting. I was like, I know I have BUSD waiting there. So check it out. There's my Naka buy down. So check it out. But I'm just $500 into Naka. LOL lifer, not lifer. You know what I'm at. You all in the presence of an amazing teacher. You have made it. Make sure you subscribe and use all the links under the video as well. We are so happy you are here. Thank you for saying that, man. You're the best. That's a good pocket, bro. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's a nice little pocket, right? You know? And honestly, the white shirt, I'm going to bring down the lighting a little bit. The white shirt's getting flushed. I was a camera guy, a director of photography for a while. So there you go. Add a little, you know. I look like a grid bot right now. Straight up. I wore this on Around the Blockchain. They were like, dude, we can't even see you. You're like blending in. Like, it's so funny, man. So I'm just going to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin here at about 39,160. Why give him the ask? I'll give him 39,150. 144. Yeah, always try. It's 126, actually. I'll give him 133. Let's see if we can take 133. And we're buying $500 worth of Bitcoin almost every other day here on the channel. Took a few days off doing it. But whenever I'm low on these time frames, I got to snatch it. Whenever that 2-week chart is low, I got to snatch it. Whenever the Fear and Greed Index is getting into the shaded area, I start buying. When we get down here, they're going to, I'll start unloading thousands of dollars. It'll get bigger and bigger. But up here, we're just, treading lightly here, just buying it. We might go to 27K. We might go to 25K. I want to have powder ready. Once we get above 40 or 45 and I see a huge resistance held or something like that, and we see a daily boom and we get more confidence in the charts, then that's when it's like I have ideas based on what's going on. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Do whatever makes you happy. Wow, Dow up 470 since the GFC. You teach so much, man, for free. Shout out to Billy Dickens, my man. What is the GFC? Wow, Dow up 470% since the GFC. You teach so much, man, for free. Thank you. This is strictly entertainment, people. Send in the super chats for TA and deep dives. Thank you so much, everybody. Longing for a bull run. My man, Vinud Kumar. So aren't we all, man. 48K was the all-time high of 2022. Hilarious. You never know. I don't make statements of that nature. Those are statements of fools. People who think they know where the price is going usually get rocked and wrecked. People that don't know and that tread lightly and dollar cost average whenever the parameters are at the extremes, that's what I do. I bought the bottom many times, and I never claimed to try to buy the bottom, and I never said I knew where the bottom was. All I did was look at the indicators. When I saw that the big time charts were very low on the stochastics, I took a nibble. You see what I'm saying? I took a nibble. Here is U.S. Tether dominance on the 2-week chart. All right, it does suggest maybe Bitcoin has one more swing to the downside, and then look at this thing. I mean, it's cooked. Look at all the other times it was up here. Cooked to the downside. Cooked to the downside. And I believe this is it can be a rising wedge, but this is a ascending triangle. What everyone doesn't realize is ascending triangles, they look like bull flags, and everyone trades them bullishly. And they do trade pretty well when it comes to crypto, but people have to remember, traditionally, they are bearish and bullish patterns. They are called bilateral patterns. Okay? These are bilateral patterns. You just type in trading patterns. Like, it's so simple, and again, you could get a lot just from this simple stuff. And look, this is the cheat sheet I use. This is what I give to beginners. This is what we use in my class. This is how I started. And honestly, you could use this to the end of time. But look, bilateral patterns, ascending triangle. It will break up or down on you either way. Either way. Now, descending triangles, either way too. Mostly they break down. Mostly these break up. I'd give them more 60-40s, but you have to take into account that traditionally, someone told you this and there's a reason. They've studied it and they're giving it to you and they're telling you. Look at all this. Look, rising wedges break to the downside. Rising wedges break to the downside. Symmetrical triangles could break up either way. Know your patterns. Look, inverted head and shoulders break to the upside. You see what I'm saying? Like, all this comes into play. I will teach you this stuff every single day, and I'll give you the skills to learn how to teach yourself. That's the thing. I'll teach you how to mine data out of the charts. Anyone can teach you technical analysis. I will teach you how to flip your brain to take information out of the charts so you can continue to learn and progress. I'm going to take you to a whole nother level mentally in your mind. Like, I'm going to change the way you think. It's not just TA. No one can teach what I teach. I teach mind bending. All right. I don't just teach technical analysis. I teach mind bending, life coaching. I will change your life forever once you join my trading group. You will never be the same. I'm telling you right now. I know it because the group itself has changed my life, and I will never be the same. So I'm looking at this on the 2-week chart, suggesting that we're going to get a bit of a dump here, suggesting that we may get one more push. Look, I had this little flag. We did break out of the flag. We had you at hello here. If you just keep coming to my channel every day and you remember what I say, the thing is I cover so much, people forget what I said. I think that's an issue too. I cover so much stuff in the 2-hour time frame. People forget. People forget, oh yeah, he did say that, you know? I want all that smoke. Come on in and get it, baby. I still think Sol is going below 80, around 75. Thoughts? We'll take a look. 8 more months to go in 2022. So the high could be 48K, but it could be higher. Screaming Eagles on my Harleys. Love them, man. Always, baby, always. Hit me up on Discord. I'll show you my truck and my Harleys. I got a Flowmaster headers and exhaust on my truck. Sounds decent. Bet that scat pack is loud. We will talk in Discord. You guys are awesome, man. Sin City. Yeah, we like Sin City. Brawler was hot too, and GMT. We're going to make it. I love you, man. Wag me, baby. Wag me. David, I had a lower... David, I had a lower Busa. I had a lower Busa with bolt-ons, custom exhaust, and completely mapped out. It did 64 in first gear with 5 to go. He has literally helped every aspect of my life by keeping me positive and reminding me to stay humble and to live in love daily. Very grateful. Sorry I was late. I was watching Wuhan Soothsayer. Oh, hilarious, man. That's a great one. Shorts have been paying off past 2 weeks. Still think there's more to come with the new... Ooh, yeah, I don't even mention that. But yeah. Anything could happen. I agree. There's a lot of fear. They're sending fear worldwide. They're doing it again. We got to use the fear every time to make money. It's pretty simple. Short the fear, baby. Short the fear. Long the greed. No, I short the greed, long the fear. Sorry. Also suggested Bitcoin could be in a bit of a cup and handle on the 15. There's a chance. There's a bit of a chance. But again, see, it was faked out. Just like we told you, that was a fake out. Complete fake out. Brought it back in. You know what I'm saying? Complete fake out. And like, this isn't house either. This is like that wasn't house music. Just weird, right? Problem I keep forgetting which chart. Yeah, see, look. Fake out. Right back into the chart. And now we're going to start dumping. I told you that's exactly what was going to happen. So did Anku Kuti Butsu. Danny Senior, man. Danny got you. So, honestly, I tell everyone I could disappear for forever, and I'm telling you, my trading group would still hold you down. Enough people know what I know now. I've passed it on to my elite charters, and they could give you the skills. So if you just stay in the group, 24/7 support. Also, what's cool about my trading group is we go over DeFi. We go over how to make money. Today I'm going to put in $20,000 into Anchor Protocol and start staking it for 19%. Why not? I'm going to run it until we see a change. Okay? Thank you for the 214 Lifer likes, fam. Shout out to everybody here on the Lifer. Thank you for coming on in. Thank you for hitting that like button. I love you. It's rare to find a YouTuber trader that trades the charts and not just hypes longs all the time. Keep going. Thank you, George. I love you. Appreciate you. I hope that's the real George, man, all the way. You can come retire to Florida already, Sam. Let's go. Global financial crisis bottom in 09 to peak January 3rd, 2022. Just looking at the chart shows me why Bitcoin is so freaking important. Billy Dickens, I love you. I do. I like my choice. Truth, utmost, I should understand. Sandeep Dubai. Shout out to all the new people here. I love seeing the new names. So, highly likely this rising wedge is going to break to the downside, everybody. Highly likely this rising wedge is going to break to the downside. All right. Short may start to move any moment. Any moment now, the short may start to move. Let's take a look at the next short. So we hit our target on the short. Look, shoulder, head, and a shoulder is about to get negated. And this is what you're looking at here for the short. I mean, a beautiful falling wedge wants to break up to the upside. Funny, order out of chaos. That's kind of what trading is. Okay, so there's a falling wedge to the upside here at 104. And look, there's the measured move here all the way to 104. I mean, bang, bang, bang on the short. Let's see what the short could convey a move here. And again, remember, we're just trading the falling wedge to the downside. We're just getting the opposite derivative asset, okay? That's all we're doing. And let me show you something interesting. So while this occurs, what you can do, okay? What you can do, look, R actually looks pretty tasty right there on the 4 hour. We're going to take a look at that in a second. What happened to my price action? This happens sometimes. I hit auto. When I hit auto, I'm telling you, you should be taking me to the front of the chart. Freaking. Look, it's like hiding the chart from you. Annoying. Come on, trading. You step your game up. What you doing to me? When I hit auto, like, you should be showing me. I guess because it's so bottomed out. And look, what most people can't see, we can see. That's the issue. Like, it's like, you ever seen the movie They Live? Very similar. The rest of the population can't see what's going on, but you can. You know? Look at that wick on the 1 hour, though. Like, what is that? So strange, right? Whatever. Bitcoin had a little... That was Bitcoin's move right now. But look, it wicked right back into the pattern. I would begin to open the short into this wick. Personally, short is highly likely to play out on this 1 hour. Like, highly likely. Now, the last 3 days I've said this, and I've hit the short every time. So this would just be like... I would be 100% trading the shorts. I'd be 3 for 3 at this point if we hit this one again without a stop loss. And the stop loss didn't get hit either. A lot of people can tell you to short Bitcoin, but like they don't, like, you know, a lot of people can put out their ideas for Bitcoin, but they don't ever even show you where like they're actually putting their stop loss. Like, I show you where I'm putting my stop loss. So like, I'm either getting hit or I'm taking a win. You see what I'm saying? I don't see that. Like, I never see it. I almost never see it. Crazy wickage though. That's insane wickage on the short. But again, it's going to move 3 times Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin has a crazy wick, this is going to be 3x that wick. So to me, this is highly likely to play out. 15-minute is oversold. 1 hour is ready to rock. And again, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. Nothing. I don't know. Anything could happen to Bitcoin. Bitcoin could pump to 44K in the next 2 minutes. I have no idea. It could dump down to 25K. It could go sideways. I don't tell you. I know where Bitcoin's going. As a trader, see, what happens is beginners see traders like me and they're like, oh, he knows everything. He's predicting. He knows exactly where Bitcoin's going to go. This guy, I watch him every day because every time he says it goes, it goes. He knows. The thing is, I have a system that I've tested scientifically, basically, because I did scientific testing is basically leaving a variable in a control. And I've back-tested variables and controls on all these parameters over and over and over and over and over and over again until I found a probability that made sense. And then I went at that probability over and over again. I just kept stabbing it. And that gives me basically the ability to look like someone who projects the future. However, it's simply probability, and I'm trading instruments. And the instruments give me the probability. That's it. There's no special sauce to it. There's no like... And you only gain the probability if you show up every day and be consistent. If you only trade once a month, like random, like October 5th, then you like wait 3 months and then like December 8th, then you're never going to learn this probability because you need to be on the conveyor belt of trading to get the probability in your favor. You need to be consistent. So consistency favors the brave. Consistency favors the move here. So highly likely a short is about to play out for Bitcoin yet again. And it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It doesn't mean I know it's going to happen. And it doesn't mean I'm telling you what Bitcoin's going to do. All I'm showing you is it's highly likely, based on all the years of testing that I've done, that Bitcoin will go up right now. I mean, that the Bitcoin short will go up and Bitcoin will go to the downside. Okay? And this is what we're looking at here for Bitcoin. All right? Bitcoin 3S on KuCoin. Sad to say, I hate to short the market. I hate to keep bringing up a short for Bitcoin. But I show you what I see. All right. And look, the Dow actually went down even more. They flatlining that 1 hour. They just like, that's the most I've ever seen it pinned. Honestly, there is more downside for the Dow. Why? The 7 minute will teach us. Look at this. Dow's about to go more. Even more. Watch this. Tumbling. It's just so funny how whenever they raise, that's why you have to understand you're not in the Dow Jones, everybody. I know crypto will follow the stock market for a little bit. And if this is going to happen. Either we have a world meltdown and everything goes down. If we have a world meltdown, we have a world meltdown. We're going to all have to brush our shoulders off and get back up. It is what it is. I'll tell you right now, we're going to be the ones buying Bitcoin through the world meltdown, and we're going to make the most out of it. Other people that don't understand Bitcoin, they're just going to go through the meltdown and then stay broke and then never be able to get back up. We're going to be able to find the best prices for Bitcoin throughout all of this, and Bitcoin will shine like a phoenix. Mark my words. I don't wait for any man to tell me this too. I know in my heart. I have studied the history of the human race. I know what scarce assets will do once they're unleashed onto a scared public. The public will be freaked out. You've already seen what happened. Russia, they ran into Bitcoin. Ukraine, they ran into Bitcoin. Up in Canada, ran into Bitcoin. Bitcoin had pumps. Why was Bitcoin pumping so hard during that time period? Because it was a safe haven. It was a place for people to go. Even stable coins, at least cryptocurrency, anything not connected to the global banking system, right? I mean, stable coins are technically, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get the 19% APY. You can't get that. That beats back inflation. So that makes it something different, right? So actually, if we look at the Dow in the small time frame, you better hope this coils up into a sideways movement and bounces up. But this is a bear flag to me and suggests that the Dow can go to 32,700. We might see a meltdown today of a 1,000-point drop. Sorry, I didn't look at the smaller time frame yet. This could melt us down. So that will affect Bitcoin, and then the short for Bitcoin will continue. Once 39K breaks again, we're going to see some more lows. Highly likely we go to that 37,000 region that I talked about for BTC. All right? So we've gone over total. We've gone over total 3. We've gone over the bigger ideas, and then we've also shown you the 2-week chart. And we've shown you the signs that we may be closer to a reversal than we realize. However, we have to heed the warnings right now and take it into account. So we've gone over the daily time frame. We've gone over all different time frames for Bitcoin. I gave you my prediction for Bitcoin for free every single day. I show you I give a Bitcoin trade every single day here that I show my Bitcoin trade, my idea for Bitcoin every single day here, completely free of charge. And you take it how you want, like you know. And I've been deadly accurate for the last year, just consistently nailing it. So, and you can test me to it. You can write down what I said today, see if it was true tomorrow, and do it over and over again. The haters come and the haters go. And we keep shredding through them every single day. So it is what it is. 15 years since GFC, just enough time for people to forget the pain. It's coming. What is GFC? The Great Financial Crisis? I tell all my family and friends about the examples you just used, and most people just still don't listen. Yeah, it's fine. It's completely fine. Bitcoin will reach 73K after 27K hits, and then long bear market. Scoop it up at 3.5K. It's never going to 3.5K, my man. Never. I actually, you know what? I don't know what's going to happen. You're saying you know. I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it will. I don't know. The smartest traders, if you read the best trading books and you learn from the most experienced traders, they'll tell you, tell yourself I don't know. 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 I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Polonius. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Polonius. Say that over and over again till you beat it into your head. You have to understand that you know nothing but the fact of your own ignorance. You do not know where Bitcoin's going. You cannot predict the exact highs and lows because you can't predict what's going to happen in the world unless you are a psychic. If you're a psychic, you wouldn't be on my channel because you wouldn't need me for any reason. So I can clear it just by piecing together the story here. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Exactly. Thank you for repeating that for yourself. You just did yourself a great service, Scar Sizzle. Everyone write that right now in the comment section below. I want to see people write that down right now because by writing it, you will affirm it. And by affirming it, you will believe it. And by believing it, you will use it. And by using it, it will change your life. Thank you. Okay. I'm an intense man, but I live in purpose. All them links under the video Lifer has for us, straight fire. Use them all, peeps. Notorious Nugs, I know nothing but the fact that Bitcoin isn't going to 3,500. You're funny, man. What are some good trading books? Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Check it out. That's what you need. I know nothing except the fact of my own ignorance. Exactly. I know nothing except the fact of my own ignorance. Yep. I know nothing except the fact of my own ignorance. Exactly. Is now a good time to short Doja long and then buy back later, not asking for financial advice. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your money, and I'm never going to tell you when to short a coin. I'm just going to show you technical analysis, and I'm going to, talk about the probability based on the indicators. None of those are my opinions, and it's not what I'm telling you because I'm just showing you what the charts show you. If you would draw on the charts just like me, you would have the same message as me. That's why I'm trying to teach you to become me. You get it? Trading in the Zone is fire. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Maddie Lane, you nailing it, man. David Kennel, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Love it. That's awesome, man. I'm getting completely out of the dollar. Not financial advice here. Yep. Yo, and everybody, my man's starting a sock company. I believe it's going to be called Crazy Socks or Crazy Socks, whatever it is. I'm going to promote the heck out of it. I'm going to talk about it every day. I'm going to wear the socks every day. I'm all about it. The socks, baby, the socks. Let's talk about Volt Inu. Everyone remembers when we talked about Volt Inu. One of the first coins we ever had going in the meme. It was the first meme coin we jumped back into when meme coins like kind of made a bit of a comeback, right? We were like, oh, let's take out Volt Inu. Steppen actually looks hot to me, an ape coin too. And we're going to trade the coins that are hot. All you have to do is watch Bitcoin dump. Look, Dogecoin is actually up today, which is interesting. With a lot of fuss with, ApeCoin back to 1717. Kyber Network just keeps banging on them, holding 5. Luna back to 91. I talked about Kyber Network. I talked about Kava over and over again until I was red in the face. Up 23% of the week. I talked about Kava 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, over and over again. Livers learn about crypto and life here. Worth every second and every penny. Shout out to Quintero with the 99 pound. Love you, man. Rune is hot too. Rune's been hot. So, these are what you want to focus on. Kava, Terra, ApeCoin, right? And we got a few more at you. Flux looks pretty good. FTX token might actually hold its own there at 40. Steppen's been hot as well, right? Interesting. Elrond also been a beautiful coin. Shiba Inu doing damage. So there's just a lot, There's a lot of coins that are not down as bad as bitty Bitcoin. So it's interesting. Crypto lifers, Socrates actually said the quote first, I believe. Maybe. I saw it I was in a diner in New York City and I saw it written on the wall and it said Polonius, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever considered Rarible? Yeah, we talk about Rarible all the time. We used to play with Rarible, talk about Rarible, Rary. Yeah, that's old news now. I think NFTs are kind of... Look, Elon buys Twitter. We can buy this coin. It's called Elon buys Twitter, and the coin is up huge. Dang, I wish I had learned about this. And we know how to buy all these crazy decentralized coins that nobody knows about. That's why the MetaMask course is so important. If you need that information, you're going to be able to figure out this stuff and how to get down. All right? Is 39 gig going to cold? I don't know. I just bought $500 worth of Bitcoin, so at least I nibbled. At least I took my nibble, baby. And look, we're going to take this contract address. We're going to paste it here. We're going to copy it. This thing has a 78,000 market cap. This thing is probably a rug pull, everybody. Be very careful. Be very careful. All right? It's probably a rug pull. But it just came out. This stuff makes me laugh. I know nothing but the fact that mastery requires constant practice. PCal, I love you, my friend. And then the second you stop the practice, you stop the mastery. You're only in the mastery when you're in it. The second you stop, you're not in it anymore. You have to constantly work at the mastery. It's an always event. I had to learn that the hard way. Because, committing is hard. Most people don't want to commit 110%. There's always something in the way. For me, I always had a reason. Oh, but I want to go to the basketball game with my buddies. Oh, but I got to do this. Oh, but I want to be at the beach all day. Oh, but I couldn't commit to a business. And I couldn't commit to one thing. When I finally committed, my life changed unbelievably. In a way you would never believe. Just boom. You guys see it, boom. And so the commitment is the movement. And the commitment in the isolation, too. I isolated myself from all things that were destroying me and getting in my head. And that really was a big deal for me. So there's an easy way to mastery, bro. There's no easy way to mastery. Not at all. Elon buys Twitter coin. LOL. Wow. You're awesome, man. I love how you take the time to respond and stream every day. You're a blessing to us. Cameron Paez, you're the man, dude. Thank you for calling me a blessing. That makes me feel really good. I think that's the greatest compliment anyone could ever give you. Not that you're good looking, not that you're funny, not that you're smart, but that you're a blessing in their life. You make me cry, dude. That's some deep. That's deep. Because when you really think about what that means, you're saying that I'm a blessing in your life. Man, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Ochi Benji. No, you're the man, Ochi. I can't take it anymore. You're the man. Bitcoin Hyper is the best TA YouTuber. He's all right. He's all right. True honor, man. I got nothing against Bitcoin Hyper or Satoshi Stacker, both guys. Procrastinating is holding your potential back. Stop waiting. I will get my 10,000 hours in with the lifers. Matt Lane, we love it, man. We love it. I love that you just said that, and you're going for the right goal. The 10,000 hour goal, baby. That's where everyone wants to be. I've publicly put in my 10,000 hours almost. I don't know, maybe not now. Like, in a year, it's about 700 hours, right? Because 2 hours a day, 365 days a year. But I do an extra stream every month for the monthly candle close, right? So that's another 14 hours on top of the, you know, the 714 now. But it's about 700 hours. And then I do all the, in my group, and that just 700. So in 2 years, it's 1,400 hours. So the live stream took care of about a fifth of my 10,000. And then I definitely, in 2 years, I got 10,000 hours. In the last 5 years, I have 30,000, maybe even more. I think I have 50,000 hours. Who knows? Who knows? Tidal making a move today. Safe Haven making a move today. Buy making a move today. Network. This is a beautiful project too. Like that, just like what's cool about this is happening is the projects that were just so hard to touch and that everybody jumped into that knew were hot. Nothing has changed about their fundamentals. Like, people have spent tons of money on this land for Network. They did. You know, and honestly, the land goes up despite the loss of the coin. Some people are probably still up in land. Like, sand is up huge right now on the land. Remember, Big Boy spent $50,000. They have $2.5 million in land in Sand Rocks right now. I mean, it's pretty insane, right? Like, you can't even get it if you want to get it, you know? It's behind the times, but they're already investing slowly. It's going to happen. So there was speculative hype in the metaverse. So can Network kind of do the BEPRO shuffle and get its way up out of here? Daily's getting oversold. It's hard to buy the bottoms, everybody. Everyone's in fear when the best prices have arisen. Everyone's in fear when the best prices have arisen. That's the problem. And it takes you years to battle through that fear and to start being able to use those things. And you can still get burnt. There's no guarantees. I like on Marshall here forming this flag and continuing to hold the zone. See this? Like, I mean, that's pretty bullish to me. Look at that 15-minute. You could still see a move here to the upside on Marshall, looking bullish. Trade is, trade's still open. I mean, it could make it all the way to the measured move. It didn't hit the stop loss, and it's showing signs of consolidation for more movement to the upside. Continue to watch on Marshall. Suggesting, hey, we talked about these yesterday in this hit, so we're doing the same thing. 22% gains could be coming out on Marshall. Stop loss could be brought up a little bit, shaved. Now you can only lose 2% of the trade, and you let it run. Again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'm just suggesting that's something I would do if I was in the trade. I like Fort Knox. They're here. Did get a bit of a move, but look at that. Pump and dump by some type of group or something when you get a wick like that. And I got another trade that looks really hot, but I'm reserving it to the trading group today. I'm not going to let it out the bag unless you join the trading group because it's hard out here. And there's not a lot of coins, so I want to give it to the people that pay me that money and really, really help my life in an amazing way. I'm going to help your life in an amazing way. So I'm keeping one of the trades off of the live stream today, but my trading group will know about it, and it's hot. I'm telling you, it's hot. And I know I'm dangling right now, and I know that might give people some FOMO. And if you're feeling FOMO right now, that means you really want to be in the group. And you're like, dang, why did he do that? Because I did, Let's take a look at Volt Inu real quick. That's what we came here. Elon buys Twitter. Hilarious. You gotta love it. What's the supply? Oh, it's just way too big. Did they even make a website? Did they really make a website? They did, man. Elon buys Twitter forever pump. Contract address. Elon buys Twitter ecosystem. How about Elon buys Twitter? This is ridiculous. NFTs. Main developer Clemens Kupide. Hillary Lewis. This is hilarious. Buy tax, sell tax. It has no tax. That's pretty awesome. Scheduled to be permanent buyback in token burning, ensuring a constant deflation to increase the price of Elon buys Twitter. I'd throw $100 in it and just to see what happens. Like, I'll probably lose the $100 easily, but just something to do. You know what I'm saying? Rune TA price prediction. Sorry for the low donation for the $5 Canadian. No, that's an amazing donation. Are you kidding me? Especially in the bearish times. It's like $50. Funny, man, this website's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Volt Inu V2. Let's take a look at Volt Inu V2. All right. Thing is still cruising. Still is cruising for a bruising to the upside. Bitcoin at 39,136, holding 39K, came back above 39K. We shall see. And again, I'm not telling you that what I say is going to happen, just based on the probabilities. And this is Deck Screener. You're going to want to love this place. It's awesome. Look, you could get it for BNB, NBUSD, Volt Inu. Funny, they moved to an Ethereum address. I see there was a BNB address at one point. Wow, so we talked about this breaking to the upside yesterday. What we did, we took this measured move, suggested that Volt Inu would break up to the upside. And we talked about this, and we actually showed you this yesterday in the live. Can we actually call that back? Can we run that back, everybody? Can we get that confirmed? Can we confirm that, team? Can we get that confirmed? And honestly, stay tuned until the end of the stream. I have something amazing. You're going to want to see an article written about Michael Saylor. Like, is he really selling? There's a chance that he could be. Something kind of insane. I'm going to also show you what I think about it and what I would be doing about that, right? Look, Volt Inu right there. Let's take a look. We talked about it breaking out right here yesterday. Look at this. This is me. So if you're watching the channel yesterday, you would have seen this. 2,256 people saw this, right? And usually we got 3,000 views a day. The views have gone down by 1,000 since the market dumped on us. Isn't that crazy? Based on Bitcoin moves, but they'll all come back, flying back like squirrels that missed a nut. I'm telling you right now. I just have to stay consistent. And when Bitcoin's back up 100K, they're going to be like, wow, wish we had stayed in that zone. Well, I'm playing with my hat last night. But look, Volt Inu, highly likely to break to the upside. We had the measured move. It went up even more. Actually, I'll show you kind of how we should have taken the measured move. Even I was just trying to be, a little kind of polite in a way. But if we switch back to the charts here and we go back in. So look, so just by watching my channel, nothing else, just by watching the channel, 35% gains, 25% gains when the market was dismal, while Bitcoin dumped. So Bitcoin's dumping, we find the coins that pump. Like, it's insane. And we've been doing this over and over again now for a while. Like, we're either lucky, prepared, blessed, I don't know, you tell us. But this channel seems to find a way to stay alive no matter what, baby. No matter what. Shout out to any lifer that jumped on this. Shout out to Cash out in Tahoe getting paid on Volt Inu. Super excited for you and yours, man. And this thing's up huge. Since we've talked about it, it's up like thousands of percent. Thousands of percent. Almost guaranteed. That has zero relation to Elon or Twitter or anything that screams rug pull to me. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. But you never know. You never know. That's the thing. No other MetaMask course out there covers what the lifer teaches. You'll know what the lifer knows and more about how to navigate through the many gems in 2022 in 2 hours. MetaMask DeFi for beginners. MetaMask class first Friday of each month, 1 p.m. Hit the link and pay with crypto by emailing cryptolifers@gmail.com. That double doubles, bro. That's 2 double doubles, bro. I know, right? That's 2 double doubles exactly. At in and out. $5 is great, dude. Are you kidding me? Exactly. I like what he just said. And Bitcoin at 39,250. Bitcoin's starting to climb. I'm interested in what Bitcoin's doing. Let me duplicate this chart here. I just want to head on to Bitcoin land and check on it. See what it's doing. I did suggest the Dow was about to bounce. And if the Dow was going to bounce, then Bitcoin would bounce, right? So don't go to BitBNS. That's not what we're talking about. And I believe I was on the KuCoin chart for whatever reason. So it's fighting. It's trying to fight to get out of this channel. It's saying, you know what? No, I can do it. I can do it. I believe these are all fake outs. We're coming back down at one point. We're oversold in the 15. When the 50-minute does this, it's likely we head back to the downside. I could even include this in the trend here and say that it never even left the channel. And like we're on our way down. Likely we're headed back down here to the bottom of the channel. In my opinion. That's what we're doing. So if it can break out, it can break out parabolic. It would be awesome. You can see some move like this, but my point is this. I'm a realist, and I just go on what I see. You don't have to be that amazing of a trader to do what I do. You just have to be a consistent individual, okay? It's pretty simple. Look, stochastics were above the dotted line on the 15. Above the dotted line on the 15. We're going to circle like, what, 10? How many do you want me to do? 30? I'll do 100 of them. You should, if you're home alone, do 100 of these. If you're home alone and you have an hour, sit here and do 100 of these. Circle 100 15-minute highs and then mark the price. And then write down every time that the price didn't dump. I guarantee you'll count like 88. And then you will never long a high 15-minute again for the rest of your life. Because you'll be like, oh, teach yourself the probabilities. You don't even have to watch my channel. You just have to do what I'm teaching you to do here. Do the exercises here. Do the educational exercises. Okay? I'm teaching you how to teach yourself so you don't need anybody else. So you can become self-sufficient so you need no man, no woman, and you can do this all on your own. I'm trying to join the trading group with me6 on Discord, but I keep getting cannot check out Stripe. It's probably not synced on this tier. Hell, email Crypto Lifers right away, right now. See if Brandon Peters can get on that and tell us what's going on. This guy's trying to join. He can't, babe. I don't know. Email CryptoLifers@gmail right away. Let my team get on that for you right away. The best, customer service in the game. I'm a home alone. My wife's not talking to me because Bitcoin dumped a bit. Then she is not, like, she has something, I can't get involved. What she's doing is has an emotion in her own life and she's projecting it onto you. That's very unfair. Again, I don't want to get involved in your relationship though, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to say when a person is being mean or rude to another person due to an outside force or asset, it's mainly because they're projecting something on themselves onto you. I did it for years. I was victim to my own follies, and because I like to point these things out. When I talk about these things, I like to say that I used to do them. They were my faults. I still battle every day, but it gets easier. ETHO just did an amazing move. You never know which one's going to move, but look, 15-minute was low, right? You had a shoulder, head, and you had an inverted head and shoulder there. See it? Sorry, like shoulder, head, and a shoulder, and you bounce out of an inverted head and shoulder. Just so funny how, like, there is a message there every time the TA does some damage. Talking about Marshall, so the trades of the day that we're looking at is Marshall consolidating, right? Network could be bottoming there. This is in a bit of a flag here, FKX. This could possibly be a scalp on the 15-minute. Extremely oversold on the 15. Opposite to Bitcoin. Bitcoin's overbought on the 15. You can see, so some alts are actually opposite of what Bitcoin's doing. Pretty interesting. After a couple of Quaaludes, she will love me again. Scarface. Yeah, it's funny, man. What's up, Pussycat? You funny, man. Crazy that crypto face is at 3 million long right now. I'm home alone. Wife's not talking to me, you know? Hey, I'm not saying I'm guaranteeing what's going to happen. I'm just showing you the probabilities. I would not long the 1 hour when the 1 hour is high on the stochastics. Hey, Crypto Face. Someone should tell Crypto Face to come watch my channel right now. Go to his channel right now and be like, yo, Crypto Face, you got to watch the next 5 minutes of Crypto Lifer. And he knows me because he's seen me on the other day. He was on around, I'm on around the blockchain a lot, and he was on the in the comment section while I was on. So I know he knows. I know everyone knows who I am now, even if my channel's not that big, because I'm on around the blockchain once a week, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? And just in, man, I'm going to be getting a morning slot. I'm telling you right now, it's been confirmed. You're going to see me on the morning show on BitBoy. Keep it under wraps for a little while. I'm not going to say it too much. I'm not going to promote it, but I just want you guys to know. She's not a wifer. She's not a crypto wifer. You're a tiger. You belong to me. You're funny, man. This song is sick. Wendizzle, thank you. After a couple of Quaaludes, she will love me again. You guys are ridiculous. I'm home alone. We got kids on the show, man. Be careful. But yeah, like, why would you long the 15-minute when it's this high? Look at, not a good long, 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 not a precise entry. So I think I could teach him something, and he uses market ciphers, so that already teaches you that maybe you might want to use a different trading style. I don't know. It's up to you. I don't know, though. Do whatever. And I don't want to hate on anybody else. I love him and his channel and all he does. Love to him. Success to him. Success to every other YouTuber. Success to everybody out there. I get nothing out of hating on anybody. So love, 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 love. It's all beautiful out here every single day. No, you know, I can love somebody and still not want to use their sword. Like, I could be a knight with my sword, and I could be like, I don't think his sword's better than my sword. I can still send him love, and it doesn't mean I have to use his sword. Doesn't mean I have to be on his camp. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, this is, to me, Bitcoin's highly likely to break down out of this rising wedge. If it doesn't, it goes parabolic, though, and it could make a nice move. There is a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder there, kind of. Chances could break on out, but, I mean, it's just, it's very rare that when you're this high on the stochastics, you break out. It has happened, though. It's like 1 out of 30 times. Crypto Face probably in a long since way early this morning. Simon Gonzalez. 81 degrees, hot day in Texas. Woo, shorted on the 15, baby. Thank you for the 260 lifer likes, fam. Just one click helps your lifer community and helps the other lifers find the knowledge. You are a beautiful soul, lifer. No, you're a beautiful soul, you Jen Sky. We love you. 21-day moving average comes crossing the 50-day on the 15-minute. Yeah, look, that was a low. That's also a bearish cross. It's a good point, Grace Protocol. If you have not used all the links under the videos, then take a moment and use them all. Roddy Robinson, thank you for saying that. Look at Elon with the massive pump. So funny, right? Sad we did break that structure. That was a beautiful, beautiful trade. We didn't get stopped out, though, yet. Look at that. We did not get stopped out. We're actually in profit right now. Crazy, though. Crazy volatility there on that. Hey, it's still in a flag. This thing could still play out and hit the measured move. Look at the daily time frame. That's what you want to focus on. Going sideways, though. Consolidating. Bit of a cup and handle possible. Very weird market structure. Go back to the 15. Sit on the 15 for now. It did break out of the falling wedge eventually. Look at that. Falling wedges break up 68% of the time. You got to catch the divergence. Look, there was the divergence. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, and bang. There you catch the divergence right there, and you get the move. What's up, Crypto Lifers? Working from the office today, but still watching on the DL. Yeah. Your boss, man. I'm going to get a shirt that says, your boss. F your boss, man. I don't like to swear, though, but I just like the idea. I had so many horrible bosses in my life that played games with me. Mentally, emotionally, it wasn't cool. And I just want to shout them out right now. You're the worst. Sandra, I'm not going to say your last name out of respect, but Sandra, man, you caused me mental turmoil. Like, you used to call me into your office in front of other people. I hope one day she hears this stream and I get to freaking play it for her. You were a horrible person to me and other people. You were. I hope you're a good person now, and I don't want to bring up too much, but Sandra, you were a horrible person. Mike, you treated me all right. For whatever reason, you treated me all right. You did browbeat me on the phone one time, which was really rude. But you were hard on a lot of people, Mike. And I felt like you took the fact that you were unhappy with yourself out on a lot of other people. There it is. I got it off my chest, man. I got it off my chest. And all the other business owners that weren't directly my boss, but that didn't really run the company in a moral, proper way. You know who you are. Yeah. So I'm happy I'm out of all your clutches. I never have to ask you for time off ever again. Peace. Love it. Thank you, crypto. Thank you, cryptocurrency. Love it, love it, love it. I've been watching IOI for a while now. It's just getting tighter and tighter and tighter. At one point, it's going to make a move. At one point, it's going to make a move. It's on my radar, IOI. So, in my humble opinion, at one point, it's going to make a bit of a move here. It gets boring. But, it hasn't. It breached that support zone, came back up into the target, but that's when Bitcoin took a nasty dump. But still watching IOI. Now, most of my bosses were and are complete power trip jerks. Can't wait to say see you. Deuces, Felicia. Unpacking the way forward. Coming from evidence-based coaching. Unpacking is the way forward. Coming from evidence-based. Thank you for saying that. Bitcoin going to dump. It looks like it may. I suggested it will. Sandra and Mike pushed you, and you got where you are today, man. Thank you for saying that. Horrible bosses. Watched it last night. It's funny, man. Thank you for that, man. It felt really good. It does, man. Well done, brother. Get that weight off your chest. Own the crap out of your life, man. Billy, I love you. Might have to print the report, Rod, to see who didn't hit the like button. Everyone do the right thing and hit that like button. We're taking names at the door. I like my boss. He's going to be pissed when I dip to chase the crypto life. Man, I can't wait till I quit my government job. I hate this job so much. I wouldn't say that out loud, man. Just keep it on the low. Come on, peeps. I know some of you have not hit the like button. Then please take a moment and hit that like button. Thank you for saying that. I'm just reading the comments, everybody. It's not even me saying that. 278 likes, 288 people on the live. That's awesome, though. Likes up to the watchers, and I didn't have to harp on it today. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for being on into the live. So we showed you 3 3 is a great place to acclimate your trading. Jump into 3 today. The link is in the description, okay? I'm also going to pin it to the comment section at one point. Actually, I could pin it right now. Check it out. Let me grab that link to 3 but check it out, everybody. I really like 3 That's why I talk about it so much. That's why I pinned it up here at the top of the channel here. And bang, bang, bang. And I'm going to pin it into the comment section here. Check out 3 today. Why? Because it's how I trade. It's how I make all my automated trades. It's how I DCA. It's how I do everything that I do. Okay? I'm an employer and appreciate my employees because I run a service business. Without my beloved workers, I wouldn't have a business. I love that you said that. I love that you said that. So check out 3 everybody. Start using 3 now. It'll blow your mind. Okay? It'll blow your mind. And yesterday we had the clear hat. That was amazing, right? Amazing. Bitcoin at 39,165. It's just likely to break. It's in a rising wedge. It's likely to break to the downside. It's just very simple. Very simple stuff here. It's very simple TA. All right. Wow, we nailed Volt Inu. And Volt Inu just, I mean, to me, it's going to have to come down. I mean, but look at that parabolic move. Unbelievable. And if you were on the channel yesterday, you would have seen this play out. We actually drew this right there. No stop loss. Just kept going right after we talked about it. I'm trying to bring my boss along with me on the ride. Trying to get him in the Telegram. Get him in, man. He'll love it. Shout out to Grit PB. I love you, brother. And I'm pretty sure that is Peters, right? That's Peters, right? Yeah, that's BP, yeah. Or PB, but it's BP. Yeah. I won't say it. I'll keep it incognito. But yeah. Thank you, brother. See, so many people I want to make moderators because I love so many of you all. But then the whole channel will be full of blues. And everyone's going to be like, why are they the blue crew? So some of you I want to make moderators, but I just feel like we have enough people at this point. But just know you're in my heart. You are a moderator, you know. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. We did reach 5,000. It was awesome. 5,014 followers. Follow me here on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. The economy hinges on the Fed's ability to communicate. Its message is harder than ever. They don't know what they're doing. It's obvious. And the more they raise rates, the more they're going to crash the stock market. And then no one has any money in the savings account. They think they actually keep saying, oh, there's strong signs. The market is not strong. If you tank it right now, what you did is they created a market that is based on implosion of money. Without money, the market will not exist. So they have to keep printing money to keep it going. If they don't print the money, it'll implode on itself because it's a debt-based system. And the problem is the more money they print, the more debt they create. Anyone that holds Bitcoin understands this. Bitcoin will be free of the clutches. It's only a matter of time. You know what's funny? Let's talk about this for a second. It's hard to convince people to get into Bitcoin. Why? If Bitcoin was a horse, if this was an arena, this horrible, horrible arena, and this was a horse race, and horse raced at the starting point, and they went all the way back to the beginning point, and you see who won the race. And you started the race in 2008, 2009, right? And the dollar was here, and you had, financial assets, and you had everything that you could invest in, real estate market, anything you could have put your money in, and you put your money into Bitcoin. That horse raced all around, and that horse is back here again, and like the dollar somewhere here, bonds are here, like gold and silver, like nothing in the last 10 years won the race like Bitcoin. So it already did what it's supposed to do. Like it already proved itself. Like what does it need to prove? Like I don't understand. It already did it. It already showed you what it did. It came out at a penny and now it's worth 40 grand. Like what is wrong with people? Like I really think people are brainwashed into just some so in the next 10 years, Bitcoin's going to run a race again. So we're going to recreate the same arena, right? The Bitcoin horse is going to start in the arena. 10 years are going to go by, and this Bitcoin horse is going to lap gold. It's going to lap the dollar. It's going to be like this at this point. Come on now. And the dollar is just going to be just trying to get around this first bend. Are you kidding me? How do people not understand what's happening with Bitcoin? Did someone say donuts? You're hilarious. You're hilarious. But I just don't get it. I truly don't get it. I don't get it. All right? Sean, that has to be an extraction. Sean, lately I've been doing extractions. People haven't been extracting them. 2 days ago, I made an extraction. I don't think anyone took it out. Sean. Extraction. That little thing with the donuts that I just drew there, that needs to be extracted, sent to Twitter. Okay? Pushed to Telegram, whatever we got to do. And soon we're going to have to make a new Instagram. If we're not going to get the Instagram back, we're going to have to make a new one. We're going to have to figure something out. All right? Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you more than you would ever know. Love you. I have a virtual assistant. The kid is unbelievable. He's the greatest thing in my life. I'm telling you right now. Sean, you are amazing. I love you. All right, so anyway, look at this. Look at this. Boom. Orbs making a move here. Consolidating. Take a look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour. That's more important. 4 hours got some momentum. Not my favorite trade, actually. I'm going to move on. Looked all right for a second. Funny, this XBD is interesting because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a quintuple bottom, right? And it's in a bit of a cup and handle here. Watch for it to breach through this line. If it breaks this line, it could bounce to the upside and do some damage. Interesting. Very, very interesting. XDB on my radar now for that just insane bottoming out on the 4 hour. How many times can it bottom out? And let's take a look at ZEC, Zcash. Privacy coin, right? We talked about getting the Zcash down here at about 132. It would rip to 211. Nailed it. What a beautiful trade. Came back down to the buy zone. Never got stopped out, and then it went up again. Showing signs of life here. We're going to delete this. We're going to look at it now. Zcash. And again, kind of like Darrow, a lot of these privacy coins, because, people are starting to feel like that, their lives are getting taken. And, and also, you know what? Law enforcement agencies are starting to understand more about crypto. You get it? So bad actors may be piling. Whatever the reason is, privacy coins are taking precedent. And they're starting to show some signs of life compared to the rest of the coins. Darrow is up there in the mix. So, again, it has to reset on the daily time frame. You may see something like this, like expend this, and we'll see it more. But this is something to watch for the next few weeks. Definitely something to keep on my radar is Zcash, right? Terra, Dogecoin, Apecoin, and Kava. I want to take a look at Apecoin. Everybody, the market goes down, and there's not one super chat today. It's so funny. Or there was one. Let's see. We got $14 in super chats. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hey, it's hard when you get a $500 Michael Pa super chat, and then you go dry as a bone. But you know what? It's all good. I'm here every single day. I don't even need to mention it. I'm blessed. God has given me the energy and the juice and the sauce. That's all I need. Bitcoin tweezer top. You're bang on Bitcoin going down. I got you, man. Don't worry, man. Did I say hi to Love Learning? Hi, if I didn't. Thank you. We believe that we want to, what we need to. The corollary is what we choose not to see, what we'd rather pretend doesn't exist. Blockchain Brawler, I feel you, so true. All you have to do when I'm down and depressed is turn on Sam's YouTube channel, and he lifts my spirit. He is always positive and is one of the best, if not the best, YouTube channel. Shout out to the Blockchain Brawler in the game. Love you, brother. You're the man, dude. Thank you for saying that. That's awesome. I love you for saying that. I'm going to stay positive no matter what, man. Dustin, I filed my papers for my LLC last week. Dustin, we got to make sure that we got to make sure that Rodney becomes a business owner. He's on his way. He's going to do it. But I just want to make sure that we help him every step of the way. I don't understand until I found this channel, till you told us about the hidden secrets. Mike Maloney, self-education is key. We need to email Twitter, all of us. No, Instagram. Instagram is what took me down. Instagram took me down, and yeah, I'm trying to get it back. It was a confusion because I had like 2 people using my account to help me, and I think I believe it's confusion, but it's now almost a month going strong. Sam is the man. Shout out to 333. Windows, you're the best. Love you too, Sam. You definitely have changed my life and attitude. I love learning from you. Blockchain Brawler, thank you. I appreciate it. Also, if you're in the channel, it's not just technical analysis, all right, everyone? It's also how to tackle the subconscious mind. I wrote this today at 8:40. I just want to talk about it. It's pretty deep to me. You are always in control. Don't let the world trick you into thinking your emotions are controlled by the outside forces. You are always in control if you want to be. If you are harboring negative emotions such as fear, anger, depression, and jealousy, you are letting yourself feel that way. You cannot blame the world and how you feel about yourself. Very important lesson that I had to learn. Because by blaming outside forces, we do not look inward, and we do not look inward. And if we do not look inward, we cannot see our faults and make changes and make the change needed to progress in life. Emotions are holding a lot of us back from our true selves. Emotions can be controlled by the subconscious mind. We must meditate and look inward to connect to the subconscious. Through this internal process, we can unlock hidden pains that are connected to negative emotions and become free. I'm telling you right now, that right there is the key to success. That's how I was able to get out of the downward trend I was in and to reverse back to the upside, hit my 618 Fibonacci, and bang, bang, bang. So the real dad bod, love you, homie. Real proud of you. Starting the LLC is like being on the cliff's edge, looking over, believing you can fly. Get ready to jump, my man. It's going to be the best thing you ever did, Rodney. I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited for you. Let's take a look at ApeCoin. Strongest coin in the game, and we were all over it. I have to say, just saying. And then we got this rising wedge on ApeCoin. 68% chance to break to the downside, we have to admit, and we're getting a little high here, but this thing could go parabolico. We talked about getting in at 1674. We're already up a buck on that play. We got in down here as well. If we want to see where we got in, because it's a Sammy Cup and Hattie to the upside. What we saw a Sammy Cup and Hattie here, and we played it. It's that simple. So we saw this beautiful bull pennant, and then inside there was a cup with a handle, and we played it, and it erupted right out of the cup and handle. Like, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Measured move is the length of this pole here, and you take the wick to the lowest wick from the left side of the middle of the pole. We swing that on up, and that's like exactly where we went. I mean, if that's not a cup and handle, tell me what it isn't. And you know what? Are we the only people that played a cup and handle on Ape? We might have been. I didn't see any other YouTube channel talk about it. I really didn't. No one else is called Sammy Cup and Hattie. But if I was just a GIF and I just never stopped moving, and people just didn't know, like, is that real or is that like, what do you think? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. If this breaks out, it will break out parabolic. And there's a chance, because the daily's not above the dollar, we could just boom, and this thing could go boom. I've been talking about a $20 ape ever since we were down. I bought ape at $7. Just want to make that really clear. I bought an ape at 7 beans. Very true. I meditate every morning before I start my day. Allows me to focus and keeps all my emotions out of trading. The worst thing you can do is trade with your emotions. TA all the way. Every time. Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. Thank you so much. Love you. To the upside. Everyone loves that to the upside, right? Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside. You got to do it too. 300 likes, 243 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate everything you've done for me and everything you've taught me, Sam. My wife and I love you so much. Financial freedom is the goal. I love you and your wife too. Maybe we can jump on in and do a Sam. I'm just messing around. I'm sorry. I'm just messing around, man. My wife's in bed right now. EJ, that's so true. Ups and downs. That support in this group is overwhelming. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I'm a wild man. I'm just being funny. I'm sorry. It wasn't right. It was so wrong. It was wrong. Spiritually, emotionally, and many other ways. I'm just making a joke, though. Can't I make a joke without being completely judged every 5 seconds of the day? Anyway, someone said laughing. If I can make you laugh, that's all. At my own expense. It's Singapore dollar. It's all good, man. He said. It was funny, though. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super chat. Much respect to you and yours. Thank you for the real dad bod. The support in this group is overwhelming. We love you, brother. It was funny, though. All right. I'm all in. Crypto Cash. Your man, my oh, my God, man. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Mr. Crypto Novak. You're the man, dude. Apollo down in the dumps. Every coin is beat to the ground, baby. Beat to the ground. Let's take a look at our baby Morpheus Labs, one of the few coins that's been strong. And actually, Token Metrics has helped us find some strong coins. The weekly screen share every week has been amazing for Token Metrics. I mean, I think Morpheus Labs is going to do damage here. It touched the 618 Fibonacci. It's in this beautiful flag. This is kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. I've seen those 3 peaks break. At the same time, it's very oversold in the 12-hour. Got some more momentum. 1 hour got spent. 4 hours coming on down. Interesting, though. I like what I'm seeing from Morpheus Labs, and if anything can do it and go up 111%, it's going to be Morpheus Labs. So I would keep this on your radar. I would watch it. Not trade. I'm not ready to trade it at the present moment based on the 1 hour. And again, that's too. I'm not a signals group. If you join my trading group, everyone's like, I want your signals. Like, I mean, like I post setups that are highly likely to play out based on statistical analysis, based on technical analysis, right? But again, nothing is a buy. We don't tell you when to buy or sell anything. That's not what we do. At this point, I only have a question. Where the heck is Michael Pa? Exactly. Sam, have you looked at A0? It's going to be a big project, in my opinion. Interesting. Thank you for saying that. And I love when we get new projects given to us on the live. We just got to show up every day, and you guys will present us with the love, with the amazingness. Alpha Zero. And we'll take a look at this on live. CoinWatch, CoinMarketCap, ELF Zero. Oh, ELF Zero. ELF Zero is big. I do like ELF. ELF was a big coin. So when I see ELF Zero, it does get me a little excited there. A0. $385 million market cap. Pretty substantial. Total supply, 299 million. Not too shabby. Let's take a look at the website for ELF Zero. Everyone, you might want to write this down. Do a deep dive on it. Oop, sorry, not A0. Hold on. I run a trading group and a live stream at the same time. Try doing that eight days a week. But I got it down. I started doing it a while back, and I got good with the movement. So I like MITX, see what it's doing. Doge is up. I know Doge is banging on him. Isn't that funny? We are not all a signals group. We are a group of like-minded people who all have the same passion in life, positivity, creativity, and the mindset to put the needed work in to change our lives. Join today. I love what you just said. That's awesome. That's awesome. Pew, 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 pew. You like that in the song? Pew, pew, pew. Can you look at Gods Unchained just for fun? Thank you. Ace PR, we'll take a look at that. My super chat message was, this is going to continue to be an elite charter. Stay tuned. Didn't go through. Going to continue aiming to become an elite charter. Stay tuned. You'll get it, Only Mario. If that's what you want, you will get it. I got a spot open for you if that's what you want. Bang, bang, bang. This music is so tight right now. Thank you for saying that. Chronicle has been banging on him a little bit. Ooh, dumped to the... Every single coin that even had a little bit of love, just like slaughtered. Absolutely slaughtered to the downside. Like, it's been a crushing couple of weeks for these alts. And every time you think that alts can't keep going down, they can. They really can. So remember that. Look, if DAPX can stay above this zone, it could pump hard. You want to look at it on the daily. Daily just had a pump, though. Look at that massive pump it went on. Gave a lot of it back. XTC's been on my radar. Definitely something you might want to take a look at. Actually, go back. I put a chart. I don't want to delete it, but we did. All right, whatever. Didn't hold it, but... You're kind of in this flag right here. See that? Technically, right? You're going to break down with Bitcoin a little bit. If you can hold the lower trend, this thing can move. If not, then you're going to take a look at this. Market's tough. I'll be honest. Market is tough. Very tough right now. Very tough. Don't overtrade. Gods. Let's look at Gods real quick. Just for fun. Look like just what we just looked at. Could it do the BEPRO special, though? That's what we're hoping on, is can it do the BEPRO special? And everyone keeps being like, what do you mean? Will BEPRO look just like this when it broke out? And we called the bottom for it right there. I said, that's a bottom for BEPRO, and it was. So we may be bottoming here for Gods Unchained as well. I like to bring up the BEPRO chart just so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. We get into fractal magic here. We get into DeFi. We do it all. No matter what, we do it all here on the channel. Okay? So BEPRO was down here like so. See? I'll make it smaller, but this is what we're talking about. And see how BEPRO, I'll get this out of here, but this is the, you know, that's the fractal. We can grab that fractal and see what it does. But the idea is, doesn't that look a lot like BEPRO right there? Well, let's match it. If you put them in the same part of the screen, and I can rechart it later. But look at that, and then look at that. They're identical, no? See that? So my point of the story is, and here is the actual fractal. I'm going to put it there for you. I mean, they're identical. It's insanity. They move in almost all the same movements. Look, they have this move up here in the movement. Look, that matches exactly. Then they have this little like winged area there, which is a little different, but it, you know. Then you get this heel and a heel. You get the M. You get the M. Come down, you bottom. It's just pretty weird, right? I mean, pretty damn close to a carbon copy, if you ask me. So could Gods Unchained find a bottom just like BEPRO did? There's a chance. And what we're doing, we have a lot of these. We're just going to watch them closely. So all the BEPRO specials, I'm going to turn red. All right, whenever I do a BEPRO special, I'll turn it red. And then I'll find all the red ones. And that's something interesting that we can do. You can color code things you're doing in the charts, and then you can get back to the color quotient. Like, these are coins that I liked, so I colored them blue, right? Coins that I was watching, right? YRX token may make a move here. Look at it. It's extremely low on the daily, and it's been moving up to the upside. That is extreme bullish divergence, and it's in a pennant on the RSI. The 50 just crossed the 200. That's a golden cross. So I like this token right now. I'm watching it very, very closely. Of all the other coins in the game, this thing, oh look, it did move. And we talked about a possible retest here, and I posted this out to the group. Now it didn't retest. It actually came down, went lower, and then would pump from that movement. Interesting. So I wasn't spot on 110%, but no human being is. You know, especially when it comes to trading. The fact that I'm as accurate as I am is an anomaly. It's a complete anomaly. I should not be this accurate in trading. It just shouldn't happen. Doesn't make any sense. You know, market makers are looking at me like, who is this guy? How come we just can't get rid of him? I thought we wiped out him and his crew a long time ago. How does his lifers stay around? How does his trading group not get annihilated? Because I protect my group like a knight in shining armor from all damage. I'm telling you right now, like, 1 hour may need to reset. 4 hours actually's got legs. Interesting what it did. It broke out, broke back in, broke out again. I wouldn't be surprised if it did another retest. This came down, it bounced, and it did a nice bounce. But this is on my radar. And now we got another possible retest coming. So we want to see it retest this support region. This is on the radar, everybody. And it's not the coin I was going to show everyone. There's another one that I'm going to show my trading group in a second. But I keep watching this puppy. Oop, I'm in the wrong place. I'm posting my charts to Elite Lifers charts instead of to my own place, which is silly. But I'm an Elite Lifer, right? I can be in the group. Y'all let me in? Y'all let me? Had Badger in a huge cup and handle on the daily, but I decided to go sideways and channel trade during the mess. That's my amateur analysis. Now I'll hear Sam tell me why that's not right. Had Badger in a cup and handle on the daily, but it decided to go sideways and channel trade during the mess. Over 300 likes. Very good team. Thank you. Sam is the knight who holds Excalibur. The lifers are the knights at the round table. Lifers hold the power of the knowledge. Super chats. Badger. Really? There's a super chat for Badger? Badger, please, sir. Keep grinding, lifer. Mike Lovin. Shout out to Mike Lovin. We love you, man. Look what Badger did. Just some amazing, crazy move out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, technically that's a giant cup and handle. But did you look at it on the weekly chart? Yeah, that's the question. Did you go for the big boy idea? Did you zoom out to boom out? You know, it isn't a cup and handle technically, though. I mean, it is, right? But let's go to that weekly and let's see what the weekly holds. So once the weekly got low, that was the area to get in right there. Once the weekly got high, see the handles coming down. Now, weekly could scoop up for you, but, you know, look at your 3-day chart. Your 3-day chart was high coming on down. When this resets, you got to wait for this to reset. Yeah, it had that crazy move, but that didn't look too substantial. There's the Morpheus fractal, though. Again, interesting. This Morpheus fractal may play out in a lot of coins. We're watching HYVE for a move. It was like, come on, HYVE, can you get us up? Just kind of went sideways, didn't do much. See? HYVE was in this like flag. Kind of point it down and up now a little bit, something like this. Ugly channel though, kind of a cup slanted handle. I don't know. Ugly. Push just dumped, didn't hold that zone. That's why you always keep a stop loss beneath previous support and resistance. You don't know when a trade's just going to dump on you. There's no guarantee, none at all. You know, none at all. So today, looking at the market, few charts that I posted. Also, we got to watch Bitcoin, and again, BTC, USDT, it's the short on Bitcoin, which is highly likely to play out. Like, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bear news, but I'm just trying to show you what's the most likely. See, we're up here. We were breaking out. I told you those are all fake outs. We were going to come down and dump. I told you that the 15-minute was overextended and highly likely to dump. Everything that I taught you at the beginning of the channel started, right, it's going down. Like, pretty simple. Like, my trading style will keep you on point. Just show up to my trading group every day. You'll learn a lot. $99 a month, you'll get the best education in your whole life. You'll learn more than you learn in like all your college education. And honestly, I pulled more money out of crypto than I did. I pulled more money out of crypto than I did with all the money I spent on college. So college did not nearly make me as much money as I'd made on cryptocurrency. And actually, I had a few jobs. No, yeah, cryptocurrencies beat it, and I've been in it I took college for 4 years and then had to work for 10 years. So like in 5 short years, I trumped like from 34 to 39 years old. I made more than I did from 20 to 34 years old, and I had to pay for a college education and go and get into debt and all that fun stuff. So this is what we're looking at for Bitcoin, everybody. I'm out for the day. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Oh, yeah, wait. One last thing I got to show you. Is Michael Saylor selling Bitcoin? This is crazy. This is a Medium article that I wanted to read here. I almost didn't buy it, but... So this guy says, Michael Saylor is secretly selling his Bitcoin and doesn't want you to know. Okay? I'm going to actually bring down the music for this because this is, like, serious. Now, if you ask me, I believe this article with a grain of salt. All right? Michael Saylor said he's the worst trader on earth. He's made that very clear many times. So he's never said he's a good investor. He's actually made it really clear that he's a horrible investor. He said that every time he tried to buy and sell anything, he lost money, and that he only buys things long-term and invests. He doesn't try to trade. He's made that really clear. So I just want to make that clear, However, I'm open-minded to believe what this story says could be true. So I'm on the fence right now, and we're going to try to deep dive. I want you guys to tell me what you think. This is a really, like, a moment for us. The show's over. It's 12 o'clock. Right now, you're just deep diving with the lifer, and we're having a discussion. You're at my house. You're sitting in my living room. You're one of my buddies, and we're just talking right now, okay? So Michael Saylor has been one of the largest proponents of the shillers of Bitcoin after his company announced they would be adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet in 2020. Since then, Bitcoin community has rallied around him, providing with millions of followers and giving him a massive public spotlight. Contrary to public belief, Michael Saylor has a shady past and has been keeping, I'm not saying any of this is true, and has been keeping important things from the public, including he has been secretly dumping thousands of Bitcoin from the companies for months, while at the same time urging others to take out double mortgages and go all in. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that this wasn't true. I think it's FUD, but that's my opinion. I think it's a bunch of FUD. Number one, we all know that Michael Saylor would never sell tons of company Bitcoin. Like, and honestly, if he did, he would tank the market. He owns so many Bitcoin. Like, he's up to 1% of the supply. Even if he did sell some Bitcoin, he has the right to sell some. Like, he can't sell any Bitcoin. He has to hold every single one of them. What if he did it for company purposes? Like, they got in at 30 and they sold some at 50 to help the company run. Like, and they just gained some more cash flow for the company. What if he just sold the profits and then he actually kept the rest in Bitcoin and used the profits to run the company, and then Bitcoin created cash flow for the company? So to me, that's not the worst thing in the world if he did sell. You know what I'm saying? Yep, and look at this. So, and then this guy says that he created an LLC and then he quietly sold. As I read this, see the other thing, as I read this, I didn't believe it at all. At the same time, though, I don't want to be looked at as the guy who, just because I have a YouTube channel and I love Bitcoin, that I can't listen to anyone else's opinion and it has to be one way. No. So I was open-minded to believe what this guy might have to say. However, who is Mr. Whale? He teaches us all about who Michael Saylor is, but he doesn't tell us who he is. That's strange, right? If you're going to go break down someone, you better give me your resume and show me who you are. He's saying this is their insider sales, and that MicroStrategy has been selling Bitcoin through an LLC behind the back, and that he transferred most of the company's Bitcoin to an LLC so he didn't have to disclose. I know he gets loans against his Bitcoin, but that's just smart. Sell, not seek. Nah, man, he is not allowed to sell any Bitcoin. Rule number 1, never sell Bitcoin. Rule number 2, see rule number 1. I know. Crypto King Africa, lifer. He only sold 1,500 Bitcoins. What about OTC markets? Could be dumping there. He would not. News, Bitcoin, MicroStrategy. And now we have another ad. So look, we're going out of here. Despite all of the already concerning things we discussed about Michael Saylor and his company, there is still more. SEC filings show MicroStrategy's largest executives have been secretly dumping millions worth of shares. Now, honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. The Fed has been printing money up the yazoo. I would be freaking selling some of my shares too. I'd be so worried that the Fed was just going to stop printing and that my shares were going to tumble. I would take advantage of the Fed printing the money. I mean, at one point. So like, I think that's a smart decision. I don't even think there's actually anything wrong with that. So I actually look at it differently than this guy does because I have a brain. The suspicious thing about the insider sales is they come at such a pivotal time, all happening when Michael Saylor mysteriously opened an LLC and Bitcoin faces extremely low volume and demand. He says that the price almost directly correlated with the price of Bitcoin. I suspect that Saylor and his executives are also predicting a large-scale bear market and hence selling off their holdings. They would never admit to this, the public. Who wrote this? Like, did freaking Gary Gensler write this thing? Michael Saylor is in a world of sheep's clothing. Is it a wolf of sheep's clothing? Over the years, his constantly sketchy behavior and fraudulent practices have painted a completely different persona than what he claims to be. The same guy who was just yelling at a group of people at 2020 Miami conference, never sell, has been dumping hundreds of millions worth of Bitcoin. Oh, the irony. The story aims to show the viewers who Michael Saylor truly is, so you can make up your own mind before blindly following his lead into the Bitcoin trap. So this guy's actually attacking Bitcoin, not Michael Saylor. See that? Bitcoin trap. In this mind, he's using Michael Saylor to attack Bitcoin. I just showed you that Bitcoin has run the race for the last 10 years, and it's going to run the race the next 10 years. It's pretty obvious to me. It's like there's two boats. There's 10 boats out there. One boat is just faster than all the other boats. We time it. We do like 100 tests, and we're like, yeah, that boat's faster. And now 10 years later, everyone's like, which boat is faster, everybody? Which boat is faster? And we're all like, Bitcoin. And they're like, no. And we're like, yeah, like we've tested this like 100 times. Like we keep showing you that it's Bitcoin. It was less than a penny. It's now had $1 trillion market cap. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, right? So like, it's just funny to me. MicroStrategy CEO dispels a rumor of company quietly selling Bitcoin. The CEO of NASDAQ-listed company MicroStrategy has dispelled a rumor that his company has been quietly selling Bitcoin. He explained that as a company regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission, changes in Bitcoin holdings must be disclosed to the shareholders. Now, this guy claimed that he opened an LLC and transferred the holdings into an LLC, so he does not have to claim that. This week, a rumor has been circulating on social media that the NASDAQ-listed pro-Bitcoin software company has been quietly selling its BTC. MicroStrategy tweeted Friday dispelling the rumor. He explained that as a regulated company, in addition, the executive emphasized that SEC filings are public records that are available to all. He further noted that material changes, including acquiring and holding Bitcoin, as well as making changes to crypto holdings. So if he had moved those holdings into an LLC, that would have had to been disclosed. That's what that guy's saying, and it wasn't disclosed. So either he did it and didn't tell anybody, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be open-minded here. I'm not trying to be 100% Michael or 100% the other way. I'm just trying to be open-minded. That's what got me into Bitcoin in the first place. In addition, the executive emphasized the SEC filings. Not sure who needs to know this, but when NFC makes any material change to its corporate strategy to acquire, hodl, or to its Bitcoin holdings, we disclose this to our shareholders at the SEC Gov filings, available to all. Bitcoin News published an article this week explaining why the rumor is untrue and that Bitcoin address in question is not owned by MicroStrategy. The address is in fact likely owned by a crypto exchange platform. While some people appreciate Saylor's clarification, some still skeptical, choosing to believe the rumor that MicroStrategy is selling Bitcoin is true. Saylor has been an avid proponent. If I had to tell you what it is, I say that he's not selling the Bitcoin. I think this is the reason why is the article was written about Michael Saylor, who he can research his whole life. I Wikipedia'd him right after this, found out exactly how he started his company, who he started it with, what he did, how he went forward. And actually, you know what? I actually kind of, from what I found, I liked the dude. I also saw what he did during the, and I actually really liked how he reacted there too. So that meant to me that he had a backbone, that he was on my frequency. And if he's on my frequency, then you know what? I'm with it. This guy, I don't know anything about. The guy who wrote the article. He doesn't tell me who he is. I can't figure out who he is. Mr. Whale. He doesn't even put his real name. So in that case, I'd have to do a more deep dive on this guy to find out where that information is coming from. But interesting, to say the least, and it's just something to talk about. Wanted to make it the title of today's video. Is Michael Saylor dumping Bitcoin? What's going on? So shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming through every single day. I'll be back tomorrow like I always am. We had a beautiful Monday stream. Thank you for being here. Let's get that music back up, Bobby. Bobby! Falls asleep at the wheel. Shout out to everybody here. Everyone, I love you all. Have a great day. Believe in yourself. Remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. Have no fear. Fear is just a creation of the mind, man. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. If you move forward, if you believe in yourself, then you got a lot of stuff to get done today. You got people to touch. You got dreams to make. You got so much to think about other than the fear. I love you all. You can, you will change your lives. I'll see you back tomorrow at 10 a.m. I love you all. Thank you for everything. Gratitude. I don't have words to express the gratitude to each and every one of you. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the likes. 333 likes. Can you believe that? Look, 333 likes. I can't make this up. 333, baby. I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. And I'll see you on the next live stream. Crypto is life.